I share my story, my vulnerable story about my overwhelmed homeschool mom experience.
This is rivalry. We have mom first impressions only, she says. We have Rachel's if I don't win, someone's gonna die before we leave. And Zachary, I just wanna win.
No, see, Mom, no.
It's
No,
not
Mom,
fair.
no.
The game goes on.
Mom, no.
This is my honest story about my overwhelmed homeschool mom experience. If you haven't met me, I'm Teresa Wiedrick. I'm a certified life coach and homeschool mentor found here. I'm also a graduated homeschool mom of 4 kids. Once upon a time, I thought that peaceful, satisfying homeschool mornings were unattainable. They were dreams. My mornings felt like anything but calm. Waking up with a cloudy head and a long list of responsibilities that began as soon as my feet hit the floor. I didn't have the mental bandwidth to ask myself, how are you doing? What do you need? My focus was entirely on my kids and the demands or my expectations of homeschooling. And I was on autopilot, not pausing to assess whether it was working for us, whether it was working for my kids, or whether it even aligned with my values. I now know I wasn't creating margins that I needed to nurture the most meaningful aspects of my life, my relationship with myself, my connection with my partner, my sense of belonging in my community. I just kept pushing through. I pushed myself harder, telling myself to do more, be more, give more. In my overwhelmed homeschool mom experience, it didn't matter how much I did. It still didn't feel enough. My overwhelmed homeschool mom experience was made worse by ignoring myself, by ignoring the fact that I too am a human being with needs in my homeschool home. Then came my breaking point in about year 3 or year 4. One morning before we even completed our morning basket, I think the weight of everything just closed in on me. Maybe it was the kids bickering. Maybe I was at the low end of my cycle, or maybe I had unresolved conflict with my husband. Whatever it was, I found myself yelling, dissolving on my bedroom floor, and feeling defeated. That day, a friend sent me a TEDx talk that just went viral the day before, and that changed everything for me. It was by a researcher on shame, a pretty blonde woman with a short coif, chunky black shoes, and a message that spoke directly to my heart. For the first time, I realized I wasn't taking care of myself. I wasn't even acknowledging that I needed to be taken care of because I was stuck on a hamster wheel of mothering, pretending that I could keep going no matter what. My overwhelmed homeschool mom experience was about to exit stage right. If my story resonates with you, I want you to know you're not alone. While every homeschool mom's experience is unique, I've learned in coaching other homeschool moms that many of us share similar struggles. There are so many times that I wish I could bring people together, which I guess I do in the Confident Homeschool Mom Collective, but I do wish I could bring people together and say, you're all experiencing this pretty much the same thing. There's so many of us experiencing this. We just try really hard to keep it together, to do right by our kids and give them the best. And the pressure is intense, but we just keep on keeping on. We won't stop, even though this isn't working for us. We second guess ourselves at times. We feel unsupported on tough days. And sometimes we even question if what we're doing is good enough. And sometimes even if we're good enough. Yet despite the challenges, we all crave similar things. We want to feel connected to our kids. We want to give them a big, beautiful, interesting education and a wonderful life. We want maybe luxuries of having margins in our days to think a few thoughts consecutively. or the ability to pee in private. Can I hear an amen? Or the freedom to pursue our interests outside of our homeschool mom role. With many mindset shifts and a whole lot of internal work, I began to turn things around. Now, even on the days when I wake up not feeling great, I have the tools and strategies to fix those fleeting moments. I've learned how to nurture a healthy relationship with myself, create the margins I need, and align our homeschool routine with our values. I want you to know that your overwhelmed homeschool mom experience can take stage right too, if you so choose. I want to share these hard-won tools and strategies with you through the 5-day wellness challenge for homeschool moms. This challenge is designed to help you create the space and practices you need to care for yourself so you can thrive as a homeschool mom. These aren't secrets, but they are transformative practices if you practice them, and they can make a world of difference. Ask me how I know. If you're ready to start this journey with me, join the 5-day wellness challenge and let's begin together, because you don't have to do this alone. Together we can create the margin, the peace, and the satisfaction that you're looking for in your homeschool mom life.